Please don't thank me.
Thank you.
I am being dangerous. You do recognize that you are absolutely stunning, right?
Thank you.
Most men, I would imagine most men, especially of an older generation, they're not used to seeing such apparent beauty. No, when they see someone just as breathtaking as you, it is a wonderful thing to find someone attractive and then to have their attention, for however fleeting it may be. And so for me as a man, to see someone as stunning as you, it is exhilarating. So imagine being in your presence, being in your orbit, these older gentlemen who have never seen such beauty. I would imagine that they are just taken so aback that they become monkeys, like most men are. More into understanding why I feel what I feel.
Are you doing card?
Yes. But I will tell you this, if I do see you again, which I hope I do,
I think I'll be around.
I'm gonna want to
maybe
talk
one
to
more
you
time.
more. I like being in your orbit. I hope you are told on a daily basis that you are treasured. As much as I hate to say this, I am going to miss you. I want to enjoy every moment, and I hate knowing that this moment is going to end. You have beautiful golfing in front of me. It's I have someone so beautiful in front of me right now too.
Please do not be like this man. It is no shock. The title of this video is "This is the definition of negative Riz."
I was just focusing on my feet, putting one foot in front of the other. Because every part of me was burning, and I kind of hated myself for taking on too much. And I was feeling sorry for myself, and I just kept looking at my feet, one foot in front of the other. I'm gonna make it home. And I had about a couple miles to go. And I knew I wasn't gonna die. But
I don't know, it's pretty hot out.
I wanted to stop. Every moment I wanted to stop because it just hurt.
And then what's the zip?
And so I realized that I was gonna make it home. There was no way I wasn't. So I had to understand whether I wanted to keep looking at my feet in front of me, one step in front of the other, focus because the pain had sucked. But I had to focus on it because I had to push through it. Or because I knew I was gonna get through it anyway. Instead of focusing all my time and energy on all the shit that I have to do, maybe I look up and look at the Catalinas. There's no birds in the sky right now, but
Yeah, it's beautiful out here.
my point is, so many times when we do hard things, we look in front of us, one foot in front of the other, because we have to focus on that difficulty.
Again, begging y'all, do not emulate this, please.
They're known as beverage cart girls, attractive young women driving carts around high-end golf courses, serving drinks to the guys.
Another day, another bev cart shift.
It can be very lucrative.
A group just tipped me $70.
Today went really, really well.
But is there also a seedy side?
This man goes, "What kind of underwear do you have on?"
Cart girls are taking to TikTok, sharing stories of harassment and unwanted touching.
In the process of making a comment about my butt, he proceeds to try to grab it.
Peyton Stover knows what they're talking about.
This is the first time I've been back on a course since I left.
And what does it feel like?
It's uncomfortable. It feels weird, like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
The 26-year-old drove a beverage cart at Old Ranch Country Club in Seal Beach, California, a swanky beach town near Los Angeles. She says golfers would grope her.
A member would come up behind me, and there's a big case on the back of the cart and a shelf, and they would just shove me over the shelf. Their hands would be squeezing me, and I'd be in pain, and I'd be afraid that they would take it farther.
One woman filed a lawsuit. Her parting message was this: do not do this job.
The course that I worked at in LA was definitely mostly male players. Obviously, a lot of the job is just listening to drunk, creepy guys. There were definitely a lot of harmless guys that would just flirt, but they also knew their boundaries. But then there were just the really creepy, gross ones. I met this doctor that was named Dr. No. I don't know if he named that himself or that's actually his name, but he once asked me to be his personal nurse. There was also this guy that would always tell me I smelled good, which is obviously nice, but every time I would come by, he would come near me and sniff me and say, "Easy on the eyes, easy on the nose." like every time I see him. I do feel like a lot of these guys know that you're working for tips, and sometimes they use that as a way to like play games with you. Also, they do not care if you have a boyfriend. They will continue to be weird.
Women are sharing their stories on TikTok.
A lot of people seem to not believe the story. Like they're like, there's no way somebody said that to you. And I think for all girls who have ever worked in any service industry, they know that it happens probably every time you work. And so many men are like, oh, come on, nobody would ever say that. And it's like, oh my God, you have no idea. It's just, ugh. Like, so when you're working the beer cart, it's sometimes a little bit difficult standing on one side of the cart, and then you need to go around to the other side to get something. And the person who's buying from you will follow you around, and you can kind of get stuck from the other people, and people, like, it's like the other people in the group can't see the interaction that's going on. Obviously, I'm gonna try to make sure I'm standing where multiple people can see me at once. So this is what happened. We go around to the other side, served this guy for years, like I know who he is. Say, okay, have a good night. Nice to see you. See you next week. And he goes, I can't wait for next year. And I was like, why? The season just started. He goes, you just get better looking every year you come back. My honest reaction was, oh, don't worry, I'm not some old pervert. I was like, what the hell? A lot of people also in the comments on my last video were saying, oh man, I'd never want my daughter to work at the golf course. How about I would never want my friend to say those things to a little girl? How about that?
Here are some of them.
I have an ongoing list from probably last summer of everything, not everything, absurd things that men have said to me as a cart girl. I literally don't even know where to start. With legs like that, I do anything you want me to. This might be inappropriate, but I have a guest bedroom at my place if you want to come home with me. I have free candy in my van if you want to come get some. Bush or bald, and proceeds to hold a $50 tip in front of me if I answer the question. If I wasn't married, I want you to be my sugar baby. I saved the worst one for last. I want to lick your... I just like don't understand why men think they can say these things to young 20-year-old women. It's crazy because all of these men are married. Every single one of them. They think because they're on the course, they have a glove on their left hand, and nobody's out here to watch them, they can say whatever they want.
What gets me is when we're out there, we're clowning, we're having fun, we're being boys. It is when one will see stuff like this. And all I'm thinking is, yeah, there's a way to like have fun with your dialect, but where is the line? Like that dude in the first video was an older gentleman, probably late 30s at the youngest, early 40s, if not 50s, hitting on what is likely a 22-year-old, all because she's a cart girl. Like, I'm honestly surprised that there aren't more lawsuits being filed by employees like this against members of the course. And what's most frustrating as well is that they're basically being given endless amounts of harassment by dudes that are just trying to blow off steam. Like, this is probably what the manosphere like thrives on, when really it's degrading. You are minimizing a person for no reason other than you think you could talk like this because you're away from your wife and you got alcohol in your system. It's gross, man. It's gross. Truly, I'm surprised that there aren't more lawsuits filed. But what this also tells me is that you're clearly unhappy at home. Clearly unhappy at home. Hitting on a cart girl while you're playing golf with your friends. Weird behavior, man. Weird. And to Jay, who uploaded that last video, and for all, honestly, everybody that's uploaded their testimonials, I am sorry. Truly. Disgusting behavior like this needs to be called out, and I feel it is time. Although this video came on my FYP, that more dudes should probably be calling this out as well, because the only way to curb it is to shame it in certain instances, especially like this.